Hello and welcome to Tyranny. So, how do I play this game? Where were we? Oh, we are heading towards these guys and I want to fight them, I guess. I will take a rest here, I think. Oh, can I camp with enemies inside? I see.
On it.
So, we move here. Nope. Further away. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that was maybe not needed to do that. I just wanted us to be at full strength when we proceeded from onwards. Not that I haven't actually fought those guys at all before, so I don't know if they're tough or not. If I remember correctly. Alright, and back the other way. And let's see if
I'll stay downwind of our enemies.
Oh yeah, and this is the guys we couldn't climb over to, or whatever it was we needed to do. Our athletics was too low. Right, so there's 4 things here. There's a trap as well. So you are a wisp and a scourge, and wisp. And I think there's a dead guy we can loot, or gal. Right, anyway, trap. Disarm. Excellent. Heading closer, and let's start by attacking, say, this guy.
Heads up, we have company. Will do.
Here, and the others just go on auto.
Nobody saw that.
Okay, why did you say that? Did you do something stupid? Frightened, I see.
On it.
Okay, we are taking a fair amount of damage here. So, what are they? They have taken damage as well, obviously, but less than us it seems like. A lot of the fallen. Do I have a potion? I do not really. Do this one yourself? No.
I give you permission
Oh,
to die.
we went down.
Hold yourself together.
Okay, we have 2 of them left, so we should win this though. Yeah, you have this frost spell, frozen grasp activated, but it's probably not a thing that you should use very often in Barrett. I don't think he's a mage casting kind of guy. Yeah, we got this though. Alright, it's only myself that went down. It's not much of a leader when I keep doing that, right? Loot here, this is a broken helmet.
Right.
Spot.
Detect a trap and go to the scroll. So get this trap done. Right, and I just want to save, just so we don't have to fight those guys again.
I will stay out of sight.
This is how you search for traps, right? Dusty Mischief. A Trial of Archons. So where do I see that? Journal, is there a missive thing? Wasn't that a thing? There's one. Okay. Don't know if that did anything specifically for us. Right, there's a doorway that we need to get past. And do we have all we need? Looks like we do. Remember the poem? Try activating the runes top to bottom. While you look at the barrier preventing your progress, you hear a noise behind us. Okay, one of the other groups, I guess. Fat Olsen, the one we didn't kill, right, in the first group. Nothing but burning pain and anguish. No more, please. No more. I just want out of here. Attack. Only one group can get inside, and looks to be mine. It'll look like you're out of luck. Well, he is on his own, so we should win, but there's no guarantee, obviously. Okay, he took a lot of damage, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't too successful for him. How to interact with this? Oh, I just press it out like that. Okay. Oh, I see. Question is, should I go in here first? Probably should.
No one will see me.
Right, so what's this? To scroll decorate the magic symbols and can impart arcane knowledge. Learn a new spell expression. And you are like an altar, mysterious, untouched by the destruction. Alright. Time for us to fiddle with this barrier here. But we have to press the individual runes. No, not runes. Runes. Right, let's get out of here and away from here. And do this. Right click. Okay, apparently I have to just click in the correct order. So this one, no, this one, and this one. Okay, so this one here, and this one there. Oh, I see. Right, lower level in here. This looks quite nice actually. More scrolls. Some more shelves here. Another scroll. More research, more items. Okay. Further scrolls, and here. Arcane scroll. Inspect the symbol. Learned a new spell accent. Sigil of Timeless Form 2. Right, let's head on down. Enable scouting mode to gain a bonus to detect hidden objects or traps. Alright, we are now in some sort of dungeon thing here. Oh, and this is blinking because we haven't checked out the accents and expressions, so I should do another spell here at some point for both of my characters, but Arctic ground, and go here for a certain duration or something. Yeah, that's all fine. Let's not look into that right now.
Quiet down.
The Silent Archive. Don't think I intend to get this thing destroyed, depending on what it is, obviously, but I would like to hoard information for myself instead. But we'll see what this leads. So we can't get this way. We have to go out here. Oh, we can get this way. Okay. Okay. can speed up the game in order for them to go a bit faster, but don't know. That is sort of needed. Well, it is a bit tedious just watching these guys sneak around. So even faster mode. No. Alright, nice. Oh, and some guy walking up behind us. The sensor. While I assumed it would be you who would emerge as the victor in this game, I must say I'm a little disappointed you were able to dispatch all of my men so readily. The fear of death is a great motivator, but causing death seems to motivate you a little more. I guess I'll have to show more of a discerning eye in my recruiting. Although I suppose it's a little too soon to celebrate, you have yet to retrieve the silent archive. She looks across the pools of lava at the platforms and shakes her head. The intensity of the magic it must have taken to ensure the preservation of that scroll. It is rather amusing if you think about it. They may have stopped the building from collapsing, but they couldn't stop the edict or the Scarlet Chorus. All they did was sacrifice themselves for a scrap of parchment they're going to lose anyway. You won the game, Fatebinder. Far be it from me to take the glory from you. She holds out her hand, motioning at the silent archive. Claim the prize. Siren, up to this point, I could forgive your actions because they still led to the death of chorus members, but doing this for Nerat, this is unforgivable. Right, who are you exactly? You are just me, my party. Be quiet, Siren. You do not answer to anyone for my actions. I'm sorry, Siren. Sometimes you must do horrible things to bring peace. I don't want to give this to the voices of Nerat, though. I really don't want to give it to him. So I guess I'm pretend to be sorry here. Quest updated. Find a way to remove the silent archive from the library.
Yes.
Okay, which speed are we running on? Slow mode, fast mode. Fast mode, slow mode. Is there normal mode? If I go hide again here, just to make sure this looks like normal mode. Okay. Okay. What is this? This is the quest thingy, right? Find a way to remove it. Let's head over this way, see what we can see. Right, there's some chests and stuff over there. Alright, what is this? Obsidian fragment. Athletics, no. That's apparently not gonna be our thing.
Found something.
Where did you find something? Oh, here. Okay. Staff of Horus. Yeah, I have to look through our inventory and see. Your powers increased, you acquired a Staff of Horus. And that was even an achievement, legendary. Subterfuge. And Aquamarine. Yeah, this bubbling, boiling lava here is not the safest place to be. Across here we can. The altar sits in the middle of a lake, encircled by ritual braziers. The bodies of sages who gave their lives to stop the library's collapse are littered around the pedestal here. Okay, what do they have on them? First sails Arvel's direction. Kara's armies have been rebuffed for now, but it's only a temporary victory. I have no doubt that we may hold these walls for a good deal longer, but you must remember that the Overlord aims not to butcher the Citadel's keepers, but to destroy its secrets. Kairos is not omnipotent. Her powers may be known and understood in time, and she rightly fears the knowledge we hoard here. The silent archive must be protected. There is no library in the tiers that is equal. Nothing else matters. Nothing. We may not know the Overlord's plans, but with time and research we can circumvent any of her designs. I need you to ensure that we will have the time when the moment is right. Focus your efforts on Sage, Stea's theoretical forays into temporal magic. While we were right to deny such dangerous experimentation before, now it is the time in which risks are justified. Gather the Elder Sages and make your way to the lower chambers. You are to remain there until you devise a solution to Stea's problems of scale. Halting the flow of time in a single chamber won't be sufficient if Kairos drowns us all in a storm or hurtles this library into the firmament. You must find a way to erase all of the citadels in such a spell should disaster come. Your success isn't optional. This library will be a distant memory if Kairos has her way. Should we both survive, I will be happy to congratulate you on your breakthrough. Until then, get to work. First Sage Arvel. Right, we'll take that. And this is the same thing, yeah. We'll have something over here. Sage Torven's nodes. We can't help you with the ringing in your ears just yet, so we'll have to make do until the conflict is over. Yes, Arvel was very explicit in his directives. I know they seem impossible, but that is the situation we face. Everyone that could interpret the silent archive died in last night's attack, so we're not getting any assistance in this matter. Thankfully, I do have an idea, one which requires everyone's participation. Scale is the issue. Stelia's last experiment only affected as much as a small chamber. I believe we can amplify the spell's effects by repeating the motions of its sigil in a group, similar to the ritual magic used in primitive cultures that predated modern tiersmen. Sage Dangling Particle believes that this will create an exponential growth in the spell's effects, but at an expected cost to stability. I'm inclined to agree. Also, we have no other ideas. No one else here has your expertise in magical foci. You've told me countless times how minor baubles can have a profound leveling effect on spells that exceed the controls of their casters. What if we used something as powerful as an artifact as the foci of the ritual? Without one, the energies involved would quickly become chaotic and almost assuredly deadly for all of us. At least with an artifact, there's a chance that Stelia's spell will encompass the entire citadel and put it into a state of stasis. In my opinion, there is only one artifact to use, and that is the silent archive itself. It is clearly the most potent object in this room. Sage Dangling Particle believes that the staff of Horus will suffice, but I'm not going to leave anything to chance. Better that we use the silent archive as our focus now and figure out how to safely retrieve it later. Not if you agree after reading this. I really hope that the blast didn't take your sight as well. Sage Torven. Alright. Was there one more? Did I have loot? No? No. Right, I'm gonna die when touching this. Silent Archive. Remove the scroll and replace it with one of your artifacts to keep the protective magics from ending. Okay. Nimbus of magical energy surrounding this scroll, which levitates above the central platform. You see characters upon the parchment, but they seem to shift from one language to the next. I've heard of manuscripts exhibiting behavior like this, but only ones that were imbued with extraordinary arcane energy. This has to be the Silent Archive. The motion of your characters on the scroll surface shows as you approach, seemingly in response to your presence. Examine the magical aura surrounding the scroll. Let's do that first. Waves of energy radiate out from the scroll, billowing up towards the ceiling and fanning out to encompass the cavernous chamber. It appears that the Silent Archive is an active participant in some sort of ongoing spell, one that is likely keeping the burning library standing. Removing the scroll would assuredly have disastrous effects upon the active spell. Alright, analyze the active spell. This must be the time stasis spell referenced in the sage Arwell's letter. Judging by the bodies arrayed around the Silent Archive, the mages appear to have been successful in their attempts to halt the destruction of Kyros's edict, though they did not survive the process. Okay, lore 45, I can deconstruct the spell focus. Let's try that first. Sage Leoth's experiments with a foci clearly paid off. The spell protecting the burning library is operating at a massive scale. Its chaotic energies currently stabilized the Silent Archive itself. Its underlying mechanism is familiar to you. It seems likely that any artifact of sufficient power could serve as the spell's focus should the need arise. You believe you can swap the Silent Archive for another item of power without disrupting the ongoing temporal magic, like the thing we just got earlier. So let's try what are you? As you utter the question, the scroll surface suddenly wiped clear. Another moment, words begin to form on the page. Indeed, the Silent Archive is meant to be the final source of knowledge. Every text we have magically transcribed bubbles beneath its surface, waiting to be called forth. First, scribe Graenor, Sage, Archival Mythologist, Volume 8. Every text, to condense the library's collective works into a single scroll. Her expressions beams with wonder. That is an ingenious, if dangerous, undertaking. The passage fades away, only to be replaced by another. The Silent Archive is the 100-year endeavor of the School of Quill and Ink. As one of its creators and guardians, I have ensured that its knowledge may only be assessed by the sages of my order, and only those specifically charged with such weighty responsibility. The Silent Archive is, thus, a glittering jewel that only a few may see. Should the artifact fall into an outsider's hands, I expect that less than one in hundreds of its secrets should be revealed in the span of a lifetime. First Sage Arwell, Legacies of the School of Quill and Ink, Volume 20. In a blink of an eye, the scroll's text disappears, only to be replaced by the chaotic swirls of overlapping letters and words. Alright. I want to go down before I actually do the swapperoo here with the artifact. I really want to go out on the map and just check that out. Let's try to read the scroll though. The parchment surface is impossible to read, ever shifting and convoluting. You see characters from old and verdant written over calligraphy of the Northern Empire, which transforms into words used by the nomadic tribes of ancient Azure, and then again into phrases of the common tongue of the Tiers. As if every word ever written or uttered clashes upon the scroll. Do I touch it? I think I'll try to touch it at least. You reach out and touch the scroll, but as soon as your hand passes through the cloud Encasing it, a violent tremor erupts in the hull, shaking the contents for a few seconds and then vanishes. We already know the scroll is more than it seems. Perhaps we should proceed with caution. I've had the feeling that we are nudging something very old and fragile out of place and risk bringing down the roof on top of our heads. Yep, I think so as well. Alright. I have a feeling I want to go here first though. Over here. I think I'll do that in the next episode, and I will take a break here. Thank you very much for watching.